Greetings to our Fire Prevention Management at Workplace lecturer, Ms. Noor Ain Fatiha, and my fellow classmates. Today we would like to present about our topic, which is fire incident cases in shopping mall. Before we start the presentation, let's watch the short video first regarding fire incident in shopping mall that occurred in Davao City, Philippines and Kemerovo, Russia.
Salam sejahtera and greetings. So I'm Timothy Princeton. So I'll be going to presenting about the background and the descriptions of the case that we are working on. So there are two incidents that we are working on that is located in Davao City, Philippines, and one more is Kemerovo, Russia. So the first incident occurred on December 23rd of 2017 at the New City Commercial Center, NCCC shopping mall that was located in Davao City, Philippines, where a fire broke out on the third level of the mall, killing 38 people who were trapped inside. The fire was caused by defective electrical wiring because of the mall's third floor renovation negligence. As well, an electrical discharge created by high temperature electric charges, which caused a large fire to break out and inflame the retail center. The other reason of the fire were the reluctance and negligence of the person who in charge of the energy department who failed to provide the safety compliance with the fire safety requirements of the International Fire Code. The mall who was nearly burned down because of the fire and the surviving structure was removed owing to the surrounding safety issues. So as for the second case, the second incident was occurred in Kemerovo, Russia, inside the Zimnyanya Vishnya Retail Mall and Entertainment Complex. And at least 60 individuals have died because of the fires on the day they started. The fire originated somewhere on the fourth level of the four-story structure. A total of 100 individuals were evacuated with another 20 being saved by the firemen. The accident happened on the fourth floor play area when the heat of the flames reaches 700 degrees Celsius, causing the bouncy castles in the play area to catch fire. The whole play area as well as the theater adjacent to it were filled with dense black fumes because of the burst. Since the play area and the entertainment cinema were both loaded with flammable material, it caused the fire to spread. The shopping mall's center security, it turned out the security has turned off the fire alarm system. Therefore, there was no fire alarm system in the place on that time, as it happened on the first day of this and on the first day of the school vacations in Kemerovo, Russia, and most of the victims were youngsters and kids. Thank you. Okay, we continue with the descriptions of incidents and the cause of the incidents. So, the fire in Davao City, New City Commercial Center, NCC Shopping Mall, it was caused by faulty electrical wiring because of the mall third floor renovations malpractice, as well as an electrical discharge caused by high temperature electric charges, which caused a large fire to break out and inflame the shopping mall. Furthermore, because the mall fabrics were combustible, the fire spread quickly, causing of the fire to become more serious and producing high heat in the malls. surroundings. The temperature also caused by the fire was reportedly grown to between 30 Celsius and 700 degrees Celsius, making firefighting equipment and gear fragile and unable to be used. Aside from it, the fire became larger owing to a fire alarm system that was not alert and water sprinklers that were not turned on. Yeah, that's it. And for the second one, overheated bouncy castles play area sparked the fire at Zinyanya Vishnya Retail Mall and Entertainment Complex. The bouncy castle explosions may have been triggered by the machine's air blower for the bouncy castle overheating and causing sparks. And this is because of when the machine was were running for a long period of time, it was getting overheat and yeah, boom, which leaked the bouncy castles, which was construct or strong PVC, vinyl, and nylon, all of which are designed as plastic, which is flammable substance. And as you guys know, plastics materials were easily going to burn like that. And furthermore, because the fire alarm system was not working, the fire spread quickly and according virtually the whole playground area as well as the nearby theater. As a result, the complicated building constructions, the strong heat from the high temperature was trapped and practically all the exit emergency doors were locked, leaving scores of victims unable to escape the disaster. And that is how it happened to the both Davao City, New City Commercials and Vinyanya Mall. Thank you.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about an analysis of the fire risk. An analysis of the fire risk for NCC Mall and Zimnaya Vishnu Shopping Mall incident are results of secondary fire. There's also secondary fire that can endanger those not using or working with electricity. Faulty electrical installation and electrical equipment can lead to electrical leakage, currents, arcing, and overheating, which could cause fire or explosion by igniting flammable materials. In the case in NCC Mall, fire was caused by faulty electrical wiring because of the mall's third-floor renovation malpractice. In this case, an electrical discharge caused by high-temperature electrical charges, which caused a large fire to break out and inflame the shopping mall, and is defined as secondary fire in analysis of the fire risk. The fire increases by release of toxic chemicals such as hydrogen cyanide, which was produced by the carpets and plastics, and carbon monoxide by the fire. In the case Zimnaya Vishnu Shopping Mall and Entertainment Complex was caused by the fire started on the fourth floor play area. With the heat of the flames rising to 700 degrees Celsius, the heat so high it caused Bouncy Castle to burst into flame. The cause was a short circuit in the lighting of for children's play area, and because of the combustible building materials, the fire get burst. That's all. That's all from me. I'll pass it on to my friend. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amar Aiman bin Mala. My student ID is 12009029662. Today I will present about the evacuation procedure and firefighting equipment use. The fires, explosions, bomb threats and chemical spills are just a few of the occurrences that may necessitate the evacuation of shopping mall facilities. The evacuation signal is the continuous sounding and flashing of fire alarm horns and strobes at any shopping mall, owned, leased, or managed facility. Everyone informed by this alarm is obligated to immediately and calmly depart the facility. The shopping mall requires that all people in the mall respond to the alarm by immediately initiating the evacuation procedures outlined below. Firstly, immediately stop all activities including purchasing. Before emergency evacuation, complete any internal department or class procedures that have been assessed to be critical. Secondly, determine that all occupants in the region are capable of evacuating. Security guards are expected to guarantee that everyone has departed their regions, especially those with mobility constraints. Notably, plans for evacuation of individuals with disabilities must be included in each department's emergency evacuation protocols. Thirdly is, locate the closest safe exits by following the exit signs. Avoid elevators. Special caution should be used while wearing certain types of footwear, such as clogs, which may impede a swift and safe descent. Number 4. Take the stairwell. Never use an elevator. Pace yourself but do not run. Continue to the right to provide emergency responders unobstructed. Access up the steps on the left side. Number 5. Permit other people to enter the stairs. Allow evacuees from that floor to enter the stairs as you near the landing of each floor. Number 6. Avoid potential dangers. If evacuating through a specified path becomes impossible due to smoke, fire, or obstructions, re-enter the institution on a safe level. Evacuate via the closest safe escape routes. Number 7. Exit the building. After leaving the facility, go at least 150 feet away from the building's exit doors. Proceed to the evacuation assembly area designated for you. Number 8. Do not re-enter the building until the all clear has been given. Re-enter the facility under no circumstances unless permitted by an FIU police officer or fire department personnel, or until a recognized shopping mall authority broadcasts the all clear notification. Number 9. Gathering place. Everyone must congregate in the assembly location and await directions from the authorities. Next is firefighting equipment use. Following that is the firefighting equipment that we use in the mall. Firefighting equipment is used to put out flames or to protect the user from fire. As a result, we employ certain firefighting apparatus in retail malls. They include the following. Number 1. Fire extinguisher. In general, there are 8 different kinds of categories of fire extinguishers. Water or foam, carbon dioxide, ABC dry powder, wet chemical, cleaning agent, BC dry powder, water mist, and cartridge operated dry chemical that are designed to extinguish 5 distinct types of fires, which is Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D, and Class K. However, the most often seen fire extinguishers in malls are ABC powder and carbon dioxide CO2 extinguishers with a capacity of 4 kg to 6 kg. Both of these kinds are effective against the most prevalent sorts of fires that occur in shopping malls. Additionally, this is simple to handle and administer. Although simple to use, practical training for everyone, including children, parents, and grandparents, is required at least once a year. We must understand how to utilize each of the categories above. Both ABC and CO2 fire extinguishers come with printed use or operational instructions. Frequently, we must all recall proper PASS fire extinguisher techniques or contact impact fire and safety appliances PLTD IFNS for free fire extinguisher use instructions. Secondly is sprinklers. A fire sprinkler system is an efficient component of any fire prevention system, acting as the first line of defense against spontaneous fires. A fire sprinkler system produces sufficient water to extinguish the flames before spreading. They provide safe protection by providing more time for a secure building escape. These wet pipe systems have shown value in containing risk without causing significant harm. Our sprinklers are available in various configurations depending on the pressure, reaction time, and droplet size required. Thirdly is fire hose cabinets. The fire rail hose cabinet is a steel box used in public spaces and buildings to store fire equipment. It is designed to protect the fire hose rack assembly, fire extinguisher, and fire hose rail against theft and rubbish. The fire hose cabinet is a must-have in any building or organization due to its high-quality steel, ease of installation, and modest footprint. Next is application of laws and regulations. In my opinion, there is some application of laws and regulations related to the arson case at Davao City Mall and Winter Cherry Shopping and Entertainment Complex. The application of relevant laws and regulations is very important to understand the role of laws and regulation and how compliance may affect us from a personal and business point of view. Therefore, among the application of relevant laws and regulation on arson cases in Davao City Mall and Winter Cherry Shopping and Entertainment Complex are as follows. Firstly is NFPA 13. NFPA 13, which is standard for sprinkler system installation, establishes basic specifications for the design and installation of automated fire sprinkler and exposure protection sprinkler systems. NFPA 13's purpose is to provide a fair degree of fire protection for people and property by standardizing the design, installation, and testing criteria for sprinkler system, which is including private fire surveyors, based on solid engineering principles, test data, and field experience. Secondly, NFPA 70E. The standard addresses electrical safety-related work practices, safety-related maintenance requirements, and other administrative controls for employee workplaces that are necessary to protect employees from hazards associated with electrical energy while performing activities such as installing, inspecting, operating, maintaining, and deconstructing electric conductors, electric equipment, signaling, and communicative equipment. Additionally, the standard covers safe work practices for personnel conducting various types of work that may expose them to electrical dangers, as well as safe work practices for the following. 1. Conductors and equipment used to connect to the power supply. 2. Installation utilized by the electric utility such as office buildings, warehouses, garage, machine shops, and recreational facilities which are not essential to a generating plant, substation, or control center. This standard covers the safety of employees whose jobs include contact with electrical equipment and system and the possibility of being exposed to electrified electrical equipment and circuit components. The concepts in this standard are often altered to apply to other employees who are unintentionally exposed to electrical dangers or are unaware that such exposure is a part of their job obligations. Other employees have the most significant damage from electrical risk due to unintended contact with overhead power lines and electric shock from machinery, tools, and appliances. Thirdly is NFPA 4. The standard must provide minimum requirements for testing integrated fire protection and life safety systems that are mandated by design documents, commissioning plans, governing laws, rules, regulation, or standards. These criteria include a methodology for testing processes, a breakdown of the different parties' duties, and techniques and documentation for confirming the operational readiness and sequence of integrated systems. The standard is intended to assure the proper operation of integrated active and passive fire prevention and life safety system. The standard does not necessitate the adoption of emergency response plans, evacuation drills, or other exercises requiring the participation of facility workers or the fire service. However, while doing integrated system testing, it may be an opportune time to rehash emergency procedures or drills. The owner of the land, building, or individual systems, or the owner's choose agent is not prohibited from mandating integrated system testing via design or contract documentation. For certain structures, the requirements of NFPA 4 for integrated system testing may be fulfilled by executing the acceptance test and the inspection, testing, and maintenance required by the NFPA standards for the building's system. That's all for me. Thank you. I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you to the previous presenter. Before I continue the presentation, let me introduce myself first. My name is Franz Ferguson, and now I would like to present about corrective and preventive measure for chosen cases, which is shopping mall. Okay, let's go through with corrective measures for chosen cases first. The main problem that need to be fixed by both shopping mall administrations is the fire detection and warning systems inside the building. This is because the fire detection and warning are not functioning during the fire incident, and it makes the visitors not alert about the incidents. Hence, testing and maintenance of fire detection and warning system need to be done to ensure these things does not occur again. For example, testing all types of fire warning systems every once a week and do maintenance for fire detection and warning system every 6 months. Next, the employers of both malls should provide appropriate firefighting equipment and facilities in the building to prevent the recurrence of the incident. During the fire incident, none of the staff showed up and tried to extinguish the fire while still in its early stage. The question is, why none of the staff tried to extinguish the fire while still in its early stage? It is probably because firefighting equipment is limited and located in another area around the building that takes more time to pick it up. Hence, to avoid this happening again, employers of both malls are responsible for providing adequate portable firefighting equipment based on the class of fire risk within the malls. Other than that, the employers of both malls should install fixed firefighting equipment such as hose reel and water sprinkler within the building. The hose reel are an addition to portable fire extinguisher, and water sprinkler effectively control fire. Therefore, this fixed firefighting equipment needs to be installed and undergo periodic maintenance to reduce the risk created by fire. Then is recording, planning, and training. The administrative management should have keep fire safety record, plan emergency plans and contingency plans, and provide fire safety training for the staff. This is because, according to Russian investigators, concerning a fire incident at Winter Cherry Complex, the fire alarm system had not been working the week leading up to the fire, and most of the staff ran away and left parents and their children to their fate. With this statement, we know that recording, planning, and training are really important to prevent the recurrence of the incident. Lastly, is preventive measure for both malls to prevent recurrence of the incident. Okay, preventive measures must be taken for both malls to reduce the hazards and risk of fire starting. Hence, administrative management of both malls should evaluate and then develop long-term workable and effective strategies to reduce hazards and risks within the building. They should consider housekeeping, electrical safety, and storage as preventive measures. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurana binti Hamzah. My student ID is 12009029878. Today, I would like to tell about the conclusion, fire prevention management at workplace, which is a shopping complex. A fire risk assessment in shopping complex is a critical and initial step in developing a high-quality fire safety strategy for any structure. It is required by legislation and assure that all potential use of the mall have been considered to safeguard the building, its personnel, customer, and goods against fire. Fire risk assessment is a statutory process carried out in all public locations. Failure to adhere to such restriction will result in several penalties, including jail. Next is install to maintain the fire extinguisher. Failure to supply a portable fire extinguisher is a violation of the regulations. There are several sorts, and it pays to get independent counsel when selecting the proper equipment for the mall. They must adhere to regulatory guidelines and mitigate company hazards. On install, it must be prepared regularly. The most typical safety step is guarantee that the mall is equipped with a fire suppression system. With the expansion of shopping mall capacity, the fire control system used is changing. As the venue is open to various commercial brands, such as food chains and restaurants, the danger of fire grows. Either fire suppression system that should be employed varies by the type. Fire control systems placed in shopping mall must be created and tested to ensure that they can extinguish flame as rapidly as possible while posing the fewest potential life threats. Each level should have public access to fire extinguishers. That's all from us. Thank you.